Hello, fellow commanders, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. We are continuing our journey to Sagittarius A Star via a very dark, via a very dark nebula out there in the galaxy. Let us get on our way that way. Can I go into the galaxy map while that's charging? I don't know. Yeah, I think so. But I can't do anything while we're actually in there. Anyways, it's a nice galaxy about half. There's a nice, very dark nebula about halfway between Sagittarius A Star and where we are now. So this nice little super dark looking one here. That's where we're trying to get to. Oh, we got our engines back up where they're supposed to be. Oh, I forgot. Are we not? We have our thing there. Oh, we can just make it. We can just go ahead and do a straight jump here. That's convenient. All right, so sorry, I got a little distracted there because things weren't operating as I expected them to operate. As I say at the beginning of every episode, we're trying to run a little metagame here for those of you who are following along in the journey. Basically, you guys are just, making guesses, doing kind of like a pseudo gambling. I don't want to say gambling. It's like a fantasy football kind of thing, but Elite Dangerous style, where you guys are trying to guess what you think's going to happen during the journey. Are we going to find where are we going to find planets? How many probes is it going to take to get the efficiency for the planets that we do land on? What species of things do you think we're going to find when we come into an area? That kind of stuff. As I've said multiple times as we go through this, I have no idea how we're going to keep track of any of that. It's mostly just going to be, at this point, unless somebody comes up with a really good idea for keeping track of this, it's mostly just going to be you guys compete amongst yourself and just discuss it in the comments. Put your guesses down in the comments, mess with each other, whatever you want to do, just keep it reasonable. But the idea is just to make this long, boring journey out to the black hole and probably out the Beagle Point if, we get enough people involved in the journey. And make it more fun and interesting and make it more about the, interacting with each other than just sitting here mindlessly watching me jump from system to system and land on planet after planet. So, hopefully that becomes something that people are interested in, want to do, that kind of thing. Okay, so what we need is something. Okay. So this says 100% water. Atmosphere is 100% water. Let's go over to that and see what that yields us as far as. So that this would be another thing where you guys could guess. Do you think this is going to be a water world, or what kind of cool different things do you think we're going to find? What kind of cool different kinds of planets? I'm leaving it mostly up to you guys to just kind of decide what do you guys want to do? How do you want to handle it? So this says rocky ice world though. So that's confusing. How is the atmosphere most 100% water? I am super confused. So it's definitely not a water world then. So I'm trying to figure out a way to determine what something is. I mean, I guess it told me that it was rocky ice world. So, I mean, I guess clearly the images here are going to tell you once you start seeing these white planets, they're not going to be water worlds after that because they're ice. It's frozen. It's all frozen there. We need a good way to come up with. We need a good system for determining, because there is a way to cheese the system by looking at the image pasted over the planet, and generally that will give you a good idea of whether it's a water world or an Earth-like planet or something like that. there's a website that you can go to that will show you, oh, this is what water worlds look like on the map, and this is what that stuff looks like on the map. We can do that, but I'd also like to get a little bit more confirmation by just knowing, hey, look for these indicators as far as the composition of the planet to give you an idea of whether that's actually going to be a water world or whether, you know, that kind of thing. I'm not really sure. Not really sure what the best way to do this is. Can you tell I've done a lot of jumping in this game? One of the things I'm going to tell you now, one of the things I wish that they would implement would be a more warp drive style of jumping between stars. I've posted in the forums, and the people who are super into Elite Dangerous as a franchise are very opposed to it because they think they have determined that it goes against the lore of the game, and you know, I kind of understand that, but technological progress and everything, it would be nice if we I don't necessarily want to have like a warp drive that just you keep going until you run out of fuel kind of thing. I'm fine with jumps. What I'd like is to have something where you can jump between systems based on your. Let's see. The problem is that. So I think that actually kind of looks like it might be a water world. It says 68% ice, though. Let's go look at it as we fly further and further away. Let's go take a look at it. It's not that far away, and I just want to take a look at it because the image on there looked like it could be water, but the composition said ice, so it's not going to hurt us to take a couple seconds and go look at it. It is on the. It does seem like it's pretty far away from the star, though, so probably not. Earth-like worlds give you the most money. Water worlds are like right behind it, but it's just unless you're going to sit there and go through and do a full spectrum system scan. You're not going to get the information without actually spending the time on it. And then, you know, they kind of went out of their way to make it like that. It's super frustrating. So what is this? Yeah, okay. So let's get on to our next destination. So as I was saying, I really wish that they had come out with a deep space kind of jump drive that does it more like a warp drive kind of system, where you can select a destination. You can select a destination all the way out to the edge of your fuel range, rather than some arbitrary. You can only jump X number of light years. So, like, let's say I can do. You can see we only used a portion of our fuel over there on the bottom right. It would be nice if, rather than doing it that way, we just use all of our fuel, do a single jump all the way out to, I don't know, if let's say each of those little things gives us like 50 light years, and you could do 10 jumps on a tank of fuel, right? Something like that, just arbitrary numbers I'm throwing out. So if you could do 10 50 light year jumps on a single fuel of tank without refueling, it would be nice if you could just do 500 light years of a jump, use all of your fuel getting to that, and then just make it take a long time to do the jump. Like, you slow down the speed at which you're jumping you're trading off this instantaneous jumping that you're doing right now and you just stay on this screen for, I don't know, a few minutes, however long it would normally take, an equivalent amount of time that it would take you to actually manually do the jumps, except you're just sitting in one jump the entire time. And it would be sort of like, you know, a trade-off between autopilot and other things that other people have wanted. Because I can understand not. I don't agree with not having some kind of autopilot where you can just say, I want to go to this destination, automatically jump me, fuel scoop me, do all of these things on the way there. The technology this advanced should be able to do that, but whatever. give us a trade-off. Give us a trade-off that says I can jump as far as my fuel allows, and the amount of time that it takes me to get there changes based off of how far I'm going. The further I'm going, the slower my craft has to go to get there, so that, you know, we're getting fuel, a meaningful trade-off between speed and fuel and all of that stuff. So that was my idea, but a lot of people didn't seem to like it.
Fuel scooping complete.
So none of these look like they would be anything interesting, but we do have an atmosphere with something on it, but no biology. So unfortunately, yet again, we're moving on to the next system. So it would cut down on the inane jump and jump and jump and jump and jump and jump. You would cut the number of, it would still take you the same amount of time to get where you're going. You're just cutting down on the number of jumps that you have to make, the number of times you have to load into a system. You know, you could sit on this screen for like 3 minutes until you reach your destination star, which would allow you to, you know, especially if they, I know they're never going to do this, but if they implemented ship interiors, you know, while you're in this loading screen, you could be, while you're in the travel screen or whatever, you could be running around your ship and doing random tasks or whatever. Or even if you just have other random tasks that you want to do in real life, you could switch away from the screen and just let it sit there for a little while. So what is this? Ammonia, methane, and nitrogen. Let's go check that one out. Rock and metal. Ammonia worlds are also relatively, give you a reasonable amount of money, so maybe we can get something out of this. We won't be able to land on it. There weren't any landable planets, right? Yeah. High metal content world. Boo!
Frameshift drive charging.
They made me think that it was going to be an ammonia world. That's a cool looking constellation of stars over there.
4, 3, 2, 1.
But anyways, that's my rant. I had a thread on the forums about that, and most people didn't really have anything to say about it, and there were several people who seemed to be Elite Dangerous purists who were like, no, that won't work, it's bad for the lore, or it prevents people from being able to gank you, or it prevents this, or it does that, or whatever reasons that they have for their specific type of gameplay. It somehow infringes on what they're trying to do. I don't know. If you're coming out here into the black, you're not really going to be encountering anybody. So why are you going to make me do this over and over and over again? I don't mind you requiring it to taking a long time to get places, but you know. And at the same time, the longer you sit in this little loading screen here, the better, you know, the more chances it gives for like Thargoids to come and bug you. That's a thing too. I've seen videos where Thargoids will pull you out of the jump screen here and intimidate you a little bit. I don't think they ever fight you. They just scan you or something and then warp away. What is this?
Fuel scooping complete.
Hydrogen and helium. That's definitely a gas giant.
Frameshift drive charging.
For some reason, I thought I was outside of the thing for that.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, hopefully we'll get a planet that we can land on pretty soon. We've had how many jumps now? I don't even know. We have 149 jumps left for the Nebula. Probably double that for actually getting to Sagittarius A star.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright. Are we going to have a planet this time? Are we going to be able to land? Are we going to be able to go find some biological stuff? It's part of the metagame we're trying to do, right? scanning. All right, come on. Lots of bodies. Lots of bodies. All right, that works. Okay, but most of them are too far away to see them, which means that they're going to be too far away for us to try to go to anyways. So, yeah.
Drive charging.
We're not doing that. And these just look like rock worlds, so moving on. Just not getting very lucky this episode. Come on. Come on, you can give it to us. You can give it to us. Give us a cool planet to land on.
Fuel
23. That should be good. We got planets with atmospheres. We've got landable planets. Oh, look at. Okay, I don't even really care. Yeah, it has. This is a perfect planet to land on. It's got rings and everything. All right. Who knew that we were going to have a planet that we could actually land on that has rings? I'm sorry, this is totally worth going 2,000 light seconds, but I will go ahead and pause the video for this boring trip out to it. So I'll bring you guys back when we're ready to do the scan. So for the metagame, what we're looking for is how many probes do you think it's going to take based off the brief information that you saw? How many probes do you think it's going to take to get the efficiency bonus, and what species or at least what type of biologic do you think we're going to find once we get there? So in between here and there, think about that and then leave your comment down below. Okay, we're almost to where we can do our scanning here. We're gonna get an. It didn't tell us anything. What kind of world is this? Okay, well, we'll get within range. We'll do our system, our full, what's it called? The surface scan. How many probes do you guys think it's gonna take us to get the efficiency bonus? Need to get down to what, 0.15 light seconds? Oh, no, there we go. Stop here. 6 probes. 6 probes was the answer. So the problem that we're gonna have is that it's gonna hit the ring. Well, that's a problem. Okay, so ideally we should be able to do that. Oops. Well, we're not going to get the efficiency bonus for that because I screwed that up really bad.
Surface scan complete. Surface scanned by 50%.
Okay. I guess we got a surface scan complete on the ring there. Oh, we got it.
Scan complete.
Okay. So, bacterium and fonticula. We'll see what we can grab there. Let's get into the planet here and figure out. All right, so now we know what we're gonna get. Now you got to try to figure out. Oh, well, we're not trying to close that fast. Let's actually delete the Super Cruise assist there. Okay. So I want to find relatively flat spots to land. I'd rather find a big flat spot to land to give us the best chance, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that. So we're going to head off to this relatively flat spot up at the top of the screen there. Once we get down into the atmosphere.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, so we'll go into this little valley here. I don't know how little it is, but we'll go into this valley area here and see what we can find. I'd rather find the big plant mushroom-looking things. That's going to be the fonticula, I think, but no way to know until we actually get down here. Okay. I realize I have my night vision on. Okay, so we need to go. Oh, 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 oh. Look at this. Oh, so it's not the mushroom. Oh, is it? Is it? Yeah, it is the mushroom ones. I thought that was. Okay, so let's get down here.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, these are not mushroom ones. These are something else. Let's go see what we have here. Is it just me, or does it look like there's also the little, like, bushy plant ones too? Are we having a connection issue, or what is this? Oh, you got to be kidding me with this. My game crashed. I'll be back once it's loaded. I'll be right back. Okay, well, we're back. That was extremely weird. I don't know what happened there. So, which one is this? Monticula lapida. Emerald. I don't think I've ever found that before. Let's hop back up onto the ship here. I will say that my I think my graphics card may be about done, because my computer would not boot yesterday, and my graphics card was making this high-pitched fan noise, like it turned the fan on and was just maxed out, and it would not go all the way back down. The actual computer itself wouldn't boot. Like, it wouldn't even try to boot. I wasn't even getting my boot lights for my CPU and anything. I've been having weird noises coming from my graphics card fan for quite a while now. So I've never had a crash like that while playing this game before. So I'm not saying that I'm hoping that it's that my graphics card is dying. I don't want it to be my graphics card dying, but I'm guessing it's my graphics card is well on its way out. It's an RTX 2080 that I bought used from somebody, and I feel like I got a good deal on it. It was a really good price, and it's lasted me several years, so it's not like, I got a piece of junk or anything. But, it was used when I bought it, and I've used it hard since I've had it, and, hardware doesn't last forever. And I don't have the money to fix it. I don't have the money to buy another one. So, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. Okay, let's see. Just need a little further down the way, and then ideally, one of these guys will... Oh yeah, we'll stop at this nice big one, and we'll go ahead and... Well, you know what? I want to end it where we're looking at the ring. So let's put us like this. We'll definitely make sure to take a screenshot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be good. So let's go ahead and grab our sample here, and then I think what we'll do is we'll hop up on top of the ship and get our screenshot like that. All right, that takes care of that. So I gotta look and see what the key, if there's I think there's a keybind that will allow you to go into third-person view, right? Isn't there? I have to imagine that there is, because I'd like to get a screenshot showing us standing on top of our ship. Or hold on foot controls, right? On foot controls. On foot miscellaneous. Is there a third-person view mode? Don't remember. I'm pretty sure there is, because I remember you should be able to take screenshots of your guy. So, on foot mode switches. On foot miscellaneous. There's got to be a way to... There's got to be a camera option to put you in third-person mode. Did I miss it? Oops. Wasn't trying to do that. Hmm. Okay, here we go. It's Control-Shift space. And then... Is there a holster weapon button? I'm not really trying to hold anything. Controls, on foot controls. On foot. There's gotta be a holster weapon button. Holster, oh, you. You. And then we stand up. Oh, not what I was trying to do. Oh, come on, stop it. Is there not a zoom in and zoom out button for this? Not the right one. We'll get our screenshot eventually, I promise. Mode switches. Was there a zoom option? All right, well, I want... Oh. Okay. I wanted to zoom out. So, is there a free camera mode? Oh, number pad 0. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh, not what I was trying to do. Oops. Like that. Oh, here we go. I think that's a cool screenshot. Let's do that. Okay. So now we're done with that. Let's get back on our ship here. And that's going to be it for this episode. So, hopefully you guys had lots of fun. Be sure to click that like button so the YouTube algorithm knows that you did and sends the video out to more viewers. We want to get as many people joining along for this journey as we can, especially playing with the metagame with us, because it's more fun the more players you have. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because you want to know when the next video comes out, and it will show up in your feed if you do that. And lastly, I'm looking for cool ideas for exclusive perks that I can provide for those of you who have an interest in supporting me as a content creator. Leave your suggestions for that down in the comments along with your feedback for the video. Again, thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you for the next one.